SWAT.
Yes.
Remember that show SWAT?
SWAT. Yes.
I used to love all those shows. SWAT. There was Emergency.
I'm sure that everyone thought they were going to be part of SWAT at some point in their life.
You figure, right?
Yeah, oh, I can't wait to make it.
I'm going to do it. I'm going
to be a Navy SEAL.
to be a regular cop. SWAT.
Be a frogman.
SWAT. There was what was those shows? There was SWAT. There was Emergency. And there was
The Naturals, like the regular ones, like Starsky and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch. Yeah, that's one of my favorite.
All the so oddly enough, an interesting story about Starsky and Hutch with me was there was a moment where I think I had one of Dad's old walkie-talkies and something. He left one or gave me one or something. Hey, I played with it. It was dead, and I was literally underneath the a desk like that, and. Come in, when the show was on.
All right.
And was it either Starsky Hutch or Dukes of Hazzard?
Okay.
And I was like, come on, how come I can't get the signal? They're talking on the radio
Right.
in the show, and I thought I could get the Seek channel. Like the concept of videotaping this and cameras and then putting it out had no semblance in my brain.
So you were wondering why these motherfuckers ain't talking to you.
Right. Or why I couldn't even hear them. I've said, maybe they blocked the channel, so maybe I could just listen. Head them off at the past. Help them and tell them.
Sons of bitches. Gotta let them know.
Boss Hog is right around the corner, motherfuckers. He's right there.
The boss.
Maybe we could plug it. It's a lavalier, so it's a wireless lavalier, which would have came in handy.
Lavalier.
When we met
We were talking to Brother Sharp.
Brother Shaw.
Brother Larry.
Brother Larry. Larry. Good afternoon. How you do?
Doing all right, man. Doing awesome.
Cool.
Doing awesome. And you in your fine sportsman's jacket there. Where'd you get those?
So this is a Street Equity custom apparel document.
What is Street Equities?
Street Equities is a custom apparel company that customizes your life.
Wow. Can I get something from Street Equities?
Absolutely. Go to streetequities.com. But wait, there's more. Customized from 3,000 brands, clothing, articles, hats, shoes, anything. We can customize it. Give us a call. Wow, that was fun.
I can't wait to customize my life.
Yes, indeed you should. Wow. Thank you for the shameless plug.
That's all right. We should plug more.
We should plug more shit. We do got to plug more shit. Two Bros Podcast, episode 57. Wow, 57.
In your face.
Yeah, so I'm adorned in some sapphire blue.
Sapphire blue. For
the Big East.
representing the Big East.
Representing the Big East.
The Hall.
The Hall.
Is that Hall's colors?
Yes, this is their colors.
Almost.
They are sapphire blue.
Almost, man.
2 points, man.
Almost. Props to them, though.
Nothing to hang their head on.
Props to them. They're going to make the tournament.
Yes, they were already automatic bid for the tournament because they beat some significant teams like Kentucky, Maryland, St. John's. The list goes on. Beating Marquette was very
Marquette was the big thing.
Yeah, that was the bigger game. I mean, that game was. We were fortunate to we were at the Georgetown game. We got tickets and we got a nice little gift bag from the Big East, and they gave us a bunch of stuff, which was really cool. Yeah, Ron actually had a friend that he worked with. Went to school with, an old alumni. So, shout out to those college alumni. They're everywhere.
Yeah, when you get a hold of them, that's a good thing.
Well, you got to keep in touch. It's up to you.
Part.
Right, you got to do your part and kind of don't call them when you need things. Call them when it's just hey, hello.
Well, that's cool. The Big East is going to have 5 teams. They're going to have 5 teams because I think St. John's is in.
No, is it?
I think they will.
Did they say that?
I think they. Well, I don't. They didn't say that, but. I think they're going to get in.
That would be.
They're going to get in.
That would be remarkable. That would be remarkable if they do get in.
I mean, Marquette's in. Marquette's probably the best. I mean, even though they lost, and I think Marquette, you would probably say, is probably the most talented team.
Yeah, I mean, the kid Marcus Howard is amazing. I mean, he's done some amazing stuff. But when he played us, it was like you can't touch the Golden Boy. You know what I mean? It was like anytime you touch him, his hair moves. They go beep. That was a foul.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, and then he had the broken wrist. I mean, his wrist may have been broken. I mean, his wrist was pretty fucking bad. You know, when you touch and and he's in pain, that's pretty
And
tough.
he was still playing.
And he was still playing. You know,
Props
went to
to
the
him
locker
for
room
that.
for some tape. But yeah, I mean,
Tape
you
some
know,
shots.
shout out to the Big East and shout out to Seton Hall Pirates. My daughter's school, they did a phenomenal job. Coach Willard is a class act. I love how he came at the end of the at the end of the game and really gave his consensus. Jay Wright for sure, class act. You know,
Jay, yeah.
coming from Hofstra, you know,
Yep.
and you know, building himself into a brand almost,
Yeah.
right? I mean, he's
Yeah.
kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, he does have a suit line, right? He does have a.
I think he does. If
Joseph
he
A.
doesn't, he
Banks.
should.
He should. I would. I you know, if I was
Yeah.
don't steal his fucking idea, Jay. But man, he should have a line of fucking suits. I
Yeah,
mean,
he's adapting.
definitely.
He's adapting.
Definitely.
And speaking of Hofstra came this close to getting to the tournament.
You know, my boy Justin Wright Foreman, he's an OPD alumni. He came play with us. He played at Positive Direction. He played for high school construction with Coach Tim Briscoe. And he's just a stellar kid. I mean, he just really took over. And what a true, yes, they came that close.
Close. They spit the bit in the first half.
Yeah.
You could if you watch the game, you saw in the first half they got like punched in the mouth and like didn't like know how to respond.
Right.
So to speak. And
Yeah.
it took them a while. And it's a shame because the second half they came out awesome. They came out
Really?
Yeah, they were down 16 and they came back within 2.
I didn't see it. Yeah.
But it was it was one of those things where like, you know, the energy you need to get back, they weren't able to sustain that.
Man.
You know, but they came close.
Yeah,
They came
you know, listen.
really close.
Anytime you can get out there and perform on that big stage, people underestimate it. You know, from the fans. You know, looking from the couch.
Yeah,
The couch fans.
Well, on the couch is easy.
Yeah.
Game's easy on the couch.
You should have went out
Why'd you
there
got turn it? Shoot that ball!
and fly. Put
Get
your
it!
wings-
Hit him! What's so wrong with you? These kids.
I know it's always fun to hear that, but as you can tell, we're talking March Madness, everyone. Great.
Which they need to change the schedule because it's going to be April soon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they need to move this back a little bit.
Well, yeah. What do you say? Atomic April.
Well, yeah, this
March
yeah,
Madness. It just goes with rhymes, and it's stuck. But yeah,
because the tournaments. I mean, there's still tournament games today.
yes.
There's still going to be tournament games today, and
Next big few weekends. I mean, everybody, all the seeds are populating, and then bracketology will probably end up
Yeah.
in April. It was for sure be in April. The tournament will definitely be in April.
you think Seton Hall's going to get they'll probably get a 6 seed?
Seven,
Six
it
or
looks
seven?
like. It looks like they're going to be seven. They're going to be seven. Not sure. I think they were playing Woodford somewhere. But a lot of upsets and, guys beating Gonzaga.
Right.
I love the competitiveness. I mean,
Yeah.
I love the college realm competitiveness. And it's sad that a lot of it goes away like one and done, from most teams. Like you can't ever... For the big teams, the elite teams, like Duke, North Carolina, the big teams, every year there's a new team
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
because they
Because you lose
graduate,
guys.
they lose guys to the draft,
Which they
or-
might be changing.
Yeah,
Which I think the NBA is changing to say that that they're going to lower the age in which you can draft somebody, which means kids should be certain kids should be coming out of high school.
Yeah.
which should be the case. That one and done really just fucks up
100%.
college sports. It
100%.
really does. I
Good.
was gonna say I think of the sports that like draft high school kids.
Yeah,
I think baseball kind of gets it right. With they'll draft you as a high school kid, but if you go into college, you go to college for 2 years.
so
So they'll draft you out of high school.
Right.
So if you're a stud out of high school, you can get drafted by a major league team, and then they'll put you in the minors, and you'll be in the minors for X amount of years or whatever. But if you go to college, you have to stay in college for 2 years.
aha.
So,
So if you don't, if
Right.
you don't put your name in the hat,
Right.
and say I want to come to,
Right.
don't put your application in.
right.
Now
Some people skirt that by going to junior college. They go to junior college for a
Get
year,
it too.
and then
Yeah, okay.
they get drafted out of that. But
because there are some Division I junior colleges.
Yeah.
Plenty of them.
yeah,
Plenty of them. When you look at it from, it's a job, right? And the job requirement is to have a college degree. that in itself has fallen by the waistline. Like most corporate jobs, like even myself, I've gone out for, in the corporate world, so to speak, I have no college education
Right.
whatsoever. No.
Right.
No credits, no nothing. Never even stepped into college unless I was hanging out with my friends. And for some people, they go, well, shit, your experience is fantastic. We don't give a shit about the college stuff. Like, you
Right.
can't teach experience. You know what I'm saying? Which, for me is always, I love to hear that. I really love hearing that when, when you hear that, it's reinforcing. It's very refreshing to know that a piece of paper doesn't stop me from advancing.
Right.
But when you look at the averages and the odds, and it's like it would help if you had some training.
If you had some training.
If you had some training in it. So if you look at the NBA as opposed to NCAA, it is sort of like a skilled job. Like going out to be a mechanic, you should work as a junior mechanic.
You should work
as
at
an
your craft.
apprentice,
Right.
So you should hone the craft
Right.
a little bit more. And I don't think high school's enough
Right.
to give you that. So, which would endorse Mr. Brother Larry Sharp's program of the junior college starting.
Right. 16 by 16, you should be done with high school.
Yes.
And you either are in a case where you need more of something,
Right.
or you're ready to take the next step into something else,
Right.
whether it be trade school, or if you're ready to go to college, then let's get you into college and or junior college, or
So you do
however.
10th grade, you'd be done with high school.
Yeah.
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 10th grade is enough. 2 years out of elementary,
Right.
you go 2 years scholastically, like
Right.
just getting
Right.
SAT.
Or 10th grade is that cutoff. 10th grade, let's see where you are.
Right.
Let's see where you are. Okay, well, you need to do a better job at math. All right, you have no idea how to spell, so you got to stay here for a couple more years.
Okay, so then going to 12th grade would be the high school plus. Like that
Right.
would be plus.
Right.
10th grade is enough to graduate and go get a job.
Yes.
and be
Or to
apprentice.
move on to whatever. Apprentice is something else,
Right.
or
Right.
whatever.
Or
But
start
you,
university.
Right.
Or start university.
Right.
I mean, you could at 16. You clearly could go to.
you could. I mean,
Yeah.
you could be. I mean, I don't. I've pondered the idea for a lot of kids. Like, if you're smart enough,
Mm-hmm.
why not just get your GED
Yeah.
and let that be enough to if you're smart enough. I mean, you got to be smart enough to do it. You
Right.
can't just like not want to go to high school because you don't want to go to high school. You have to
You
not want to go to high
fucking
school.
GD, boy.
Right, exactly. You have to like,
GD, boy.
I'd rather sit home and smoke weed. Okay, no, that's not the idea.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to be a contributing factor, and
Right.
you got to have a goal somewhere.
Like something like
Something,
you're either
yeah.
smart enough to get into a college, or you have you. I know some people at that young age like are at the foot of starting their own business,
Yeah.
and stuff. And if that's the thing, then go ahead and do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Got a ton of questions. We got to ask Larry Sharp if he wants to come do the podcast. Like actually, like do the podcast.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
I got
no.
like a ton of questions that I like never
I
got
know,
to ask.
I know. We're so ill prepared, but I think the moment was the moment, and that's the beauty of it. The footage came out great. I did re-upload with the audio on it, so it should be available.
Oh, you uploaded it again?
Yeah, I uploaded it again. It gave me a little problems here just uploading.
Okay.
And it was like an overlay of like, you sure you want to upload this again? I'm like, yes, because I lined up the audio that you did with the your thing.
Okay.
The first one, I was just so anxious to get it off and out because I was leaving and going out of town, and I didn't want to 3 or 4 days to go. I would never be able to do it
Yeah.
on the road.
Yeah.
It was just one of those things that
All right.
I can't do on the road. So I don't move that Mac. I mean, I just leave. I don't take it with me.
You don't take it with you?
No.
Okay.
I don't use it. Play fucking
Who's
Google.
It's your phone. Oh, is it Google?
It is Google because I have Google on that phone too.
Oh, really? So we can tell Google to do something?
You could.
Oh, man.
Just can't bring sandwiches. Yeah, man. So so we will invite Larry Sharp at a more proper setting. Oddly enough, the gentleman who was going through the divorce and all that other stuff, the spot he gave is official. He has a buddy who has a studio,
Really?
and they rent out for podcasts and stuff like that, which is really nice.
Oh,
All decked out.
interesting.
Yeah. So I looked it up.
He's got all the equipment and all that stuff?
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of...
Yeah, you kind of bring your trinkets. I mean, stuff you do need, and kind of figure out what you have and what you don't have, and then you get a setting. Maybe bring a backdrop
Right.
or whatever else.
That'd be interesting. Where is it?
It's a little further out East Huntington.
Okay. It's not too far.
No, not too far.
huh?
It's a good day, and it's a public place, and it's not here in the home studio.
Right.
Because people I don't want to. There's a lot of people I want to have on the show. I just ain't bringing them here.
That's why I'm bringing them in the house. Hey, let me come over and do it. No, let's meet you somewhere.
Right. In fact,
let's meet you in public with other people watching.
So, in fact, I was thinking for Larry, he did, say, hey, we'll do it again. I was like, all right, so we'll just get like a room here, right at the Holiday Inn.
Okay.
On Rockville Center or that small little one there.
The
Whichever one who has the best.
The
There's the Best West,
the executive one.
The executive Best Western, and it's like $80.
But we'll look into the studio.
Yeah, the studio might be a little more fundamental.
Yeah.
Because then you get a real nice vibe, and then you get a real, and then we can start our GoFundMe page, and you guys could help support the
and
funds.
you guys can start supporting. Yeah, we get our merchandise, and then we get. And then
speaking of merchandise,
yes,
we do have some merchandise.
I triggered.
Yes, no, I made some hats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
embroidered. Chad made hats.
Yeah, embroidered.
Chad has hats.
Yes.
Blagga, 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 blagga.
Blagga, blagga. So what else is going on, young man?
There's a ton of shit going on that I can't remember.
I know.
I can't think about it.
Well, we
were listening to your old Neverland.
Leaving Neverland.
Stories.
So this is getting very interesting, and D.L. Hughley's been very vocal about Michael Jackson in comparison to R. Kelly.
Why are we comparing to
musicians?
Okay.
In a world of music, so you could like the music, don't have to like his lifestyle,
Right.
And happened to chose those two because he picked the obvious hypocrisy in people to say,
okay,
you guys somehow look. This is the same reason why you're here now is because you looked the other way when it came to this one, but not with that one because you loved them so much more, And even after watching this Leaving Neverland, and only so some of it and. The parents tell you this is different than the R. Kelly one because the parents say we were in awe, like we couldn't close our mouth. I mean, we were just now, mind you, these are Australians that put this claim up. These are not Americans.
Okay,
they're from overseas. Not that it makes a difference, but American culture is a little different. You know, when you grow up, you're like, you ain't going to sleep with that man.
Well, but
okay,
there's still other. I mean, they ain't the only. They ain't the only one.
It happens. It happens.
And matter of fact, didn't two of the parents commit suicide?
Really? I didn't get that far down.
Oh, you didn't get. Okay,
no, I didn't.
I don't think. Well, I don't know if it's in.
Okay.
But of the families that had accused him or something like that, and I don't know if that's in the documentary or not. But two fathers actually have committed suicide.
Okay, so she is going to the story talking about the rocky relationship with her and her husband.
Okay.
And into things were just going crazy, and all she cared about was little Jimmy being happy.
It's
like selling your kid.
It sounds like it, right?
Yeah, it's like, hey, man, if I was the cool kid on the block to get chosen and it's take one for the team, yeah, Jimmy would be all right.
But that's a whole, that's one of those things where like a whole bunch of things are wrong to begin with, and then you add this added thing of, but you spend the night with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And so because I'm sure if pick a dude, I don't know, John Legend came over and said, hey, I love Miles is such a good-looking kid. Let him spend the night with me. Like, hey, John Legend, you're going to get the fuck up out of here.
I don't know. I don't know.
You're a kid.
I know.
You're a young child. And you go do something else. Not you stay here and we'll all have a good time together. Right. You go do something else.
It's some shopping money.
And we'll go we'll go have our fun together. Yeah, no. Kiss my ass. Yeah. You have to get out, and you got 2 minutes to get out of here because now I'm going to start whipping your ass.
Well,
these bodyguards going to have to put in their time because
they got to get paid, and they're going to earn their money.
They're going to earn their money right now.
Like when and again, just trying to transcribe and going back and forth to the R. Kelly one. There's so many parts where it's like you throw pebbles at the window, like, hey, come outside. We're here. We love you. Like, drive a truck through that motherfucker. I am no Liam Neeson, but I have a special set of skills, and I will fucking come get you. And you tell me good luck, motherfucker.
Those special skills. Look, all I need is if like one person can come with me with a bat.
I just need
some damage. Some damage will happen. Somebody will have to ask. Somebody official will have to show up and say, "Why are you here?"
Right. Exactly.
That's the point. Right. What are you doing here?
And that same person will say, "Damn, what happened to your face? He ate me." Yeah, because I'm gonna chew. I'm gonna bite. I'm gonna be a bitch fight. That's what it's gonna be.
That's right. There are no rules. There are no rules in fighting. There are no rules in this shit. This is straight up combat.
Yeah. No, this is real.
This is straight up combat. I will chew on your nuts.
Yeah.
If I gotta go through some shit like that.
I mean, your kids.
What you got? You got some bodyguard scrotum on your chin there, bro.
Yeah. That was the other guy.
That was
that was the big guy. He was nothing.
He's tall. That motherfucker's tall.
At what length and strength will you go through for your kids?
You'd like to think you do everything. I mean, it's hard to be put to say what you would do if you were in that scenario.
Yeah.
Because we honestly don't know what we do. I mean, that's something where like instinct comes about, and then you become
what do you call fight or flight?
Fight, flight, or freeze.
Or freeze.
A
lot of people freeze.
A lot of people just go, oh, well, I guess.
A lot of people just can't believe shit is happening.
If that's what she wanted to do, then I guess.
Yeah. Like, you see that in a lot of movies where the guys will write that in the script, like, no, this is happening. And the guy's like, no, this is happening, man. Accept it. Put the gun in your mouth and pull the trigger.
Ooh.
That was an Equalizer, actually.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Which one?
2.
2? I didn't see 2.
Great.
Yeah. I think Equalizer was good. Yeah.
Good, great. I mean, I could have dealt with it not being the Equalizer with the trench coat guy, like the old British.
That's who I wanted. That's what I wanted to see.
Right.
I wanted to see like some level of that.
Yes.
Like some level. Like this is the guy you call when you don't get the justice that you thought you should have gotten.
Right.
Which is what the TV show was.
I mean, this was like Man on Fire extended. This was Creasy. This was the same Creasy kind of guy who was a military. He had little tricks up his sleeve, and he know how to do shit. Yeah.
As much as I love Denzel, and I granted it's a movie.
Yeah.
He can't kick everybody's ass.
Right.
I mean, you mean there ain't one dude that got some skill?
Can't get one off. No one can get one off.
Nobody got one shot off this 60-year-old man?
Right.
I mean, somebody could do something. Somebody showed up with what? And nobody's got guns at work?
Yeah.
And yes, it's a movie. I get it. Yes, it's a movie. But still, it's like, it goes to this, all right. Like when you were talking about that movie with, who was that female? Which she like spent 7 years training to get back at this dude, to get back at the people with, what was it?
Jennifer Gardner.
But the movie was like it had some sissy name like Candy or something like that, or
Butterfly, Annabelle,
something cute.
Yes.
And then it was so over
Peppermint.
Thank you. Peppermint.
Candy.
It was like so over the top. It made you go, really?
Right.
Like she did all that?
Ooh.
Like nobody else can.
Right.
Like,
You could just hang. I mean, when they hung guys from trees, I don't know about you. But trying to drag a dead fucking body, hang them, like Christmas ornaments, is not an easy task.
And you're 140 pounds. I just, possible, yes. But just, come on.
4 guys,
help me out. Help me
4 guys, hang them up and string them up like Christmas ornaments. Not gonna happen. I mean, that's just. You ever try to pick somebody up drunk?
Yes.
It's impossible.
Yes. That's why we sit there. All right, I'll sit here with you. Cause
just petting.
I'll sit here with you. I'll get you a cup of coffee.
You just pet them and fucking give them water and hope they come out of it, because I ain't dragging nobody. Like, that is so difficult to dead weight, and especially if they don't give back, like, and they just like, noodly, it's not gonna work. It's nothing to grab,
Nothing to grab. That's right.
It's nothing to grab.
Yeah, but you got to be careful. But movies got to be plausible. There's some good movies coming out though.
Pray tell.
Jordan Peele's Us.
Yes, next week.
It's coming. Yep,
we have tickets already.
I'm excited about seeing that.
We have tickets. You have to pre-buy these tickets now, or else they just.
You can, depend. Well, especially if you do it like open weekend.
Yeah. You want to see it. It's like I love wanting to see it. I mean,
what theater are you going to see it?
Right here, the Lynbrook.
Okay. The Lynbrook AMC.
The new one. built. Yeah, they rebuilt.
Did they have the recliner seats?
Oh, it's
and
amazing.
I love those seats.
Chicken and waffles. Hopefully, I'll be. No, I'm still on Lent, so I'm not eating.
Anything?
I'm just not eating meats.
Okay.
Meats. I'm eating fish.
Okay.
Fish and seafood.
Why? So fish don't get a break? Fish got to suck it up and just
Well, I
like
just
succumb
chose
to your.
to give one. Yeah. They're victims.
What if fish go? Hey, whoa! You motherfuckers said that y'all not eating meat. What do you think is on these damn scales?
True.
Why do I gotta fucking sacrifice?
You're the sacrificial fish. And so, what are other movies are you
There's
mentioning?
us. There's a movie called Ma. With we were talking about her a couple weeks ago. Why can't I remember her name?
Three Billboards lady?
No.
Oh, that's what we were
Black
talking
woman, character actor for such a long time. Oh, why can I not remember her name? She's been in a bunch of movies. She was in The Help. She was in
Olivia Spence.
yes, Octavia Spencer.
Octavia Spencer.
Octavia Spencer.
Octavia Spencer.
Yeah.
We were talking about her in Bad Santa.
Okay, yes. I can't
fuck with
I
you
couldn't
no
shit
more.
for a
I couldn't
week.
shit for a week.
But yeah, it's a movie.
Oh, she's okay.
yeah,
Ma.
it's a movie called Ma,
Okay.
which looks interesting. Sort of like a think of single white female type thing.
Okay. Sounds fun.
Yeah,
What else? I see Avengers Endgame.
Avengers will
showing
be
the
coming
news
out.
Trailer now.
Avengers will be coming out soon.
That's in May.
Those are the only thing I can think of right now.
Shazam. You excited for Shazam?
No,
This is horrible.
no, it looks like a total
Slapstick.
waste of time.
I mean, it looks like they tried to like do a Deadpool.
Yes, probably.
Funny kids movie kind
Yeah.
of. I don't know.
Which may work. I mean,
It'd be work for kids. Oh, you know what I'm excited to see? And my wife went crazy. Was like, why? Dumbo.
Are you really excited for Dumbo?
I'm excited to see Dumbo.
Yeah.
Because, technology, anytime you can advance technology and see some, we've seen the cartoons for sure.
Yeah.
You can get away with anything you can with cartoons. But this is going to be magical. This is going to be
Okay.
childlike. It's a
Okay.
Disney movie. It's got a lot of heavy hitters in it. It's got a lot of actors and a big cast. And this, I love what I saw from the clip. Did you see?
No.
Okay.
Well, I take that back. Yes, I have.
You've seen trailer?
Yes, I've seen trailer.
So they made it like a vaudevillian show, like a vaudeville.
Like he's a
freak,
like he's
a vaudeville
Right,
freak.
okay.
Which is amazing. I never saw Dumbo as that.
Right.
Like when growing up here in the store, I just knew he had big ears and he could fly, a flying elephant. The fact that we actually believed that for years and was like, okay, there's such. When you say Dumbo, you got Dumbo ears.
Right,
You got
right.
that and Baby New Year.
Well, that was my mantra for when I was a
Right. Baby New Year or Dumbo.
right.
So I like that they made it vaudevillian, and you had there's a strong man. There's other characters.
Right, the other freaks.
The guy, he's like breaking out the bars.
Yeah.
We're gonna, like this whole uprising of vaudeville freaks. So that's kind of what I'm excited about.
Okay.
It looks a little dark, Disney dark.
Okay.
Disney does their own little way of.
Does
making
Disney
things.
own everything now?
Yeah, I think so.
They own everything. They got the
Channel
whole
7, ABC, ESPN.
They got
They got sports.
They got the whole Marvel catalog. Is theirs now?
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
it's now under Disney.
Wow, that's just insane.
Yeah, and don't they own some of Netflix as well?
Could be. You could be right.
Because I think that's why they discontinued all those Marvel series on Netflix.
Yeah, like Luke Cage,
Like Luke
and,
Cage
Daredevil
and stuff like that,
and
'cause
the event. I mean, what's the other one?
Defenders.
Defenders.
Yeah, and Jessica Jones or whatnot, because they don't want to.
Really?
Because they don't want to compete with themselves.
Huh.
So to
I
speak.
don't know. I don't think so. I don't see it being competition
Maybe. I mean, who knows?
because you're not going to put a Luke Cage in the movies. You know what I'm saying?
Well, who knows what the plan is? I mean,
I know, but it seems like you've given it away already. Like it's like saying. It's
but
like
you could bring that character into
into one of the other ones.
into different folds.
That I agree. That I'm cool with. But I've always seen it's like saying, a king of the mixtapes, and now you go buy his album. It's like, dude, you've been putting out fucking mixtapes all like Pusha T or Fabulous.
Right.
Fabulous is a great fucking mixtape guy. He puts out an album, no one fucking
Nobody
buys
cares,
it. No
right.
one gives a shit because he put out so much. He's so much better on the mixtape circuit, and so much. It's just more fun. I mean,
Right.
Jadakiss is another guy, like
Right,
rappers
right.
that just do mixtapes very well, albums. They don't make timepieces.
Right. Things that like stand the test of time.
Oh, very hard to do.
Right. Plus, it's probably expensive too. It's probably
Yeah.
expensive to make an album.
Yeah,
Just to make a studio album
Yeah,
as
studio
opposed
album.
to doing your mixtape. I think when you do your mixtape, you basically just need studio time.
yeah, and it's all you get the right to say it's promotional only. You don't clear shit.
Yeah, you
a
don't
lot
have to
of
clear shit. Yeah.
samples. You're not getting paid for it, which is still just as I mean, the streams alone are just as bad. I mean, if the what we talked about before with like Steely Dan and all
Right.
those bands, if the actual act was damaging of the, making a mockery of my song,
Right.
the mixtapes can do just as much damage because some people think they're the real song.
They're the real song.
I
Right.
mean, I've heard songs forever, and I was like, "What? That's not real. Like, it's a mixtape."
It's a mix of something else. Yeah.
And you can't buy it somewhere, or you can't, and then it winds up showing up on DJ Drama's album or
Right.
something like that.
DJ Drum. DJ Extra S.
Yeah.
DJ Nuff Said.
So, like you said, a lot going on in. I mean, the Democrats are for all-out war for.
These motherfuckers are crazy.
I think they're fucking nuts. I think they're batshit nuts. Dude, I don't think they even give a shit about anything other. Now, this is horrible because they're not caring as long as it's like, get him, get Trump.
Right.
Get
They want to
him.
be not him.
I don't care what we get, just not
Just
him.
not him.
Which is kind of the prosecution Obama faced, earlier, when he first came on board. It was like, well, whatever he says, do the opposite.
Yeah.
Whatever. So this
Right.
is like the backlash of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's horrible. It's filthy for
It's-
America. I mean, it's,
because you don't stand by anything.
right.
And you don't make a stand for anything. And it basically means that your principles are willing to be swayed
Yeah.
by popularity.
So a special interest.
Or certain interests and stuff like that. It's
Yeah,
it's like, well, what do you stand for?
Yeah.
And your job as a politician isn't to do what the electorate wants.
Right.
Your job as a politician is to convince the electorate that that we are holding on to certain principles because of this, and you have to be sound in your reasoning. And if the electorate doesn't agree with you, then you know what, you gotta stomp the pavement and you gotta convince them
Yeah.
otherwise. Otherwise you're gone.
Yeah,
Not just
right.
give in to because then you give in the slogans and then you give in the
Right.
all this
Parody
other stuff.
and-
Like I'm supposed to believe that Beto O'Rourke is an everyday man when he's worth like $15 million.
Yeah.
And apparently wears the same goddamn shirt every time he makes an announcement.
jeans.
And shirt, exactly.
Shirt and
Okay,
jeans.
first of all, you can wear different clothes.
Right.
That's allowed.
Right.
You can be something different. You
Sure.
can wear a t-shirt.
Sure.
You can wear a suit.
Yeah.
We will, we don't mind. We don't care.
Right.
And I think people don't like being talked down to. Because that's what it seems like.
From Beto?
Yeah, it just seems like ignore the fact that I'm from a rich family and I married into a rich family
Yeah.
and I'm rich and
gotta
stuff
work
like
on
that,
money.
and ignore all that.
Yeah, ignore that. And let me talk
I'm wearing
about policy.
I've rolled up my sleeve and I'm wearing jeans. So
But the public has proven to be fooled by these things.
we can be suckers. Yes.
We've proven on many levels that this is kind of like whoever has the hottest slogan,
Yeah.
one-liner,
We'll jump on. What was that phrase? What was that quote in Men in Black? It says, "A person is very smart. People are stupid."
Yes, I would agree. Huh? That is Will Smith said that?
No, that was the Tommy Lee Jones character.
Uh-huh.
He says, because they would. The Will Smith character said, "Well, people can figure it out."
Right.
And he said, "No." He said, "A person can figure it out because a person is smart.
Right.
People are stupid."
True. The herd, does
The
what
herd
the
is
herd
right. The
does.
herd does what the.
You ever see birds
Mm-hmm.
fly in this amazing patterns? Like, and I am in awe of just
How symmetrical it is.
but just the communication. How do they know who to fly? First of all, somebody's ahead of that pack.
Right.
That's a bad motherfucker. That motherfucker is like,
How much ass he had to kick just
right? Like, what do you get the most? Yo, I picked the most fucking worms out of all you fuckers.
Hey,
Hey.
hey! Get your ass back there.
the back,
I
man.
saw your lazy ass not fucking that. Get the fuck back there.
We're starting a flight tonight, man.
And you know I fucked your woman, right?
Right.
All right then. So let's not have any arguments about this. Let's go. You ready?
But this
Let's
is
go.
This is amazing. Like birds doing. I've seen them go patterns and just. And it's like the guy in the front is like, okay, can you hang with me? And then the rest of
Yeah.
them just keep going.
Yeah.
And they fly so symmetrical. They're in such order, and we can't figure out how to fucking get the garbage out on what day. Tuesday? Is it come every one day? Is it? I thought they come Tuesday. You know, we can't even fucking get our train schedules down pat, and these fuckers can, fly in a pattern. I didn't mean to change the subject, but
No, it's beautiful.
it's
We're
nature.
talking about flocks.
Flocks, cattle,
Flocks.
and herds,
Herds.
and people that just go with what's popular.
Right. And you can't be the weak one
Yeah.
if you're gonna be, because the weak one gets.
Well, you break the cycle. You fuck
Sacrificed.
it up. But okay. Do those birds have someone down on the ground going, "Oh, that was nice. You guys really pulled it off."
little bitch birds are just.
Like the women. Maybe they're doing a show for the women. I don't know. Maybe the women are down in the tree going.
I'm sure that's part of it.
Hey, your husband's up there.
Sure, the
leading
one with the big,
Right.
There's always one bird that's always like putting his big wings out, like, oh,
Right.
look at that. Like if you watch this thing on gorillas, like anytime like it's mating season, you see like the male, like he's trying to intimidate other males, and he starts pounding shit on the ground, like just like hitting his chest, and throwing shit, and I'm the man up in here,
You sit in my chair. You guys, this is my chair. Goddamn it. Takes the chair. He don't even want to sit in it.
That's
He
right.
Don't want you to sit in it. I guess. I just think we've not taken the appropriate lessons from nature along the way. We choose. We choose to just try to stubbornly figure things out when nature kind of tells us how to do it.
Well, true, but now we're in a point right now where we're totally trying to ignore nature.
Right.
We're totally like we're trying to justify that you can be like nature really has nothing to do with it.
This
You can be
saying non-binary.
Or whatever the hell it is. You could be whatever you want to be, and nothing else has anything to do with it other than your subjectivity to, you were born a male.
Yeah.
So now you decided to be female. So now you're female. So now you can go ahead and be a power lifter. And let's ignore the fact that you have all this testosterone and tremendous muscle
Chromosomes
structure
and muscle mass. And,
right. You're a female now.
Right.
And you can now lift 2,000 pounds when other women in this
Can't compete.
can't compete with you.
I think
So we
this-
want to ignore that.
Yeah.
We want to ignore that aspect. We want to ignore that nature. So I mean, yeah, maybe that's an extension of it. Maybe we've just gotten to the point of, it's come so convenient to us.
Yeah.
That I don't have to be. You saw those two girls in, I think it was Connecticut,
No.
who these two kids, born men,
Yes.
call themselves female, running on the women's track team, and they're now breaking all the track records
Duh.
and stuff.
It's like a duh. Like,
Exactly.
sure.
And they're like first and second in all the track things. And not realize, and I don't think people realize how damaging this is to women.
Yeah. Yes.
This is damaging to women.
Yes.
Not to, and then a lot of people say, oh, you men just don't want to. I say, no, I say, hey, look.
Was it damaging, or does it just raise the bar? Like, does it just raise a bar to an unachievable? Like, this is the exception, not the rule.
But it's for the most part unachievable.
Yeah.
Because if somebody, look, there's differences between men and women.
Yes.
There's biological differences between men and women.
Fact.
And when you put that on the field of athletics, athletics, science wins.
Yeah,
in
science
athletics.
wins. Yeah,
if you have
sure.
more muscle.
Yeah.
If you're faster, if you're
Yeah.
stronger,
100%.
that wins.
Yeah.
And just because you decided to tuck your balls in your ass when you're running, I mean, I forget who was the comedian that said. I think it was Bill Burr, or one of the comedians. He was commenting about this, and he said, "So what was the conversation with the coach?" He said, "Hey, coach, what do you want me to do?" He said, "What are you talking about? Just run."
Yeah.
So you're a dude.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Sally. Just go run.
Oh.
You're better than everybody else. Just run.
Yeah.
Who the fuck cares about technique and all that other shit?
Damn.
You ain't got to worry about it. So yeah, we're that's an extension of us ignoring nature.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've taken the song "I Know I Can Be What I Want to Be." I think we took that too far.
A little too far, yeah.
Yeah, it just doesn't mean go against nature. I mean, nature is just was here before us. It kind of sets the precedence for things. It's kind of the code
Right.
of, you know.
Well, some things can't, but some things can't. Look, as much as I would want to be, I can't do what LeBron James does.
Right.
Can't do it.
Yeah, agreed.
Wasn't
Agreed.
You know, just wasn't born that way. Didn't have the ethic to go. So all those things that made him who he is,
Right.
I can't. So I could want to do it, and
so-
I can't say that it's unfair that I can't do it.
Right.
I just can't do it.
But let's just say, okay, now this is the argument. I don't know if I'm just making it up, but what if you were in the setting of LeBron? What if you were pushed to go to basketball camp, pushed to do it, push? Could you? You know, could your gelatin forming body turn into that?
Well, could be. It could prompt you to be more than what you are. But it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you're going to achieve.
True.
You know, I mean, you can work hard and study and stuff, and you can be smarter than what you are.
Right.
But it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a Bill Gates and build something.
True.
But you can stretch the limits of what you can do, absolutely. And if that's an inspiration for you, then so be it.
Yeah.
But you can't at the same time turn around and then say, well, you know, I can't be him. It's unfair that I'm not him.
Right.
And I work just as hard.
So yeah, no, I get it. I mean, you're right, but I think a lot of people have the would say or would argue the opposite on certain levels where it's like, oh well, cancer is natural, and dying's natural, and liver, all these ailments or whatever else are natural. So the link to eating healthy and all this other stuff, and the in between,
Right.
Is so subjective to lifestyle and like where you grew up. Did you live next door to a nuclear plant?
Right.
Do you have clean water? Do you have systemic health care? Do you have resources?
Right.
So again, in the natural, I mean, this is where social economics meets nature.
Meets nature.
And then at some point, it's like someone cries out, "It's not fair,"
Well,
It's not fair that you were, but you have to have some bones, right? You got to have some genes. LeBron has to have some metabolism that allows him to,
yeah, and it probably kicks in. It's
Right.
probably you got extra doses
Right.
of certain things.
Zion Williamson,
You know.
for today's purposes. I mean,
Yeah, he got extra doses of something. Now you have to do your part.
right.
Because easily, I'm sure if Zion Williamson decided he's going to sit home and eat Twinkies all day and play video games,
Yeah.
he's not going to be as accomplished.
Not going to be as accomplished.
what he-
I mean, he's a hamburger away from a fat boy. I mean, like
he can be, yes.
he's got a little chubby. He could be if he decides to sit out. Like I'm sure those days, 6 games, 9 games not playing was like fuck, man.
Yeah, we ain't going up and down the court.
Right. I'm sure he can. He can turn really chubby really quick.
He's gonna hit that point where he's like, once he gets that check, it becomes a matter of, okay, now what are you gonna?
Yeah.
You have to stay with it.
Yeah.
Because there was some people, we've seen a lot of great young athletes
Yeah.
who get their shot and
Yeah.
didn't become. There's this pitcher named Levon Hernandez. He defected out of Cuba a long time ago. He was a great pitcher. And he went through this period in which he was having problems and
Slumping,
whatnot.
yeah.
And he slumped and he put on a lot of weight and blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
God.
And then one day somebody interviewed him and they said, when you came and you defected from Cuba, it looked like, you were a stud, and then things happened. So what happened? And he said, McDonald's. They said, they got too many McDonald's over here.
Yeah.
And so he couldn't get away from the McDonald's.
I think Will Smith said that in the thing. You should sue McDonald's because they fucked you up. It's just true. I mean, it really has an adverse effect on some people. I don't know, but discipline is everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Discipline goes more than motivation.
Yeah. Huh.
Motivation. All you need. Motivation is like a one-time thing.
Yeah. Let's get you going. But
Motivation
then
gets you in the door. Motivation triggers that. Say, hey, you know what? I need to be in better shape.
So-
I need to be. That's it. The discipline is the one that keeps you going.
So we just created another shirt. Motivation gets it started. Discipline finishes.
Ooh.
this thing can finish. I mean,
Gotta make these goddamn shirts, man. There's all kinds of
write
shirts.
them all down.
Yeah.
Why don't we start a Two Bros podcast contest? You pick the lines from the show and make the T-shirt.
That
We'll
is
make it
an
for you.
awesome thing to do. So let us know what line in the show should be a T-shirt,
And we'll make that.
and
out
we'll
there
make
for you.
that T-shirt.
You will get one free. Just pay shipping and handling.
Oh, send us
will-
some Two Bros Podcast at gmail.com.
Send us right exactly.
Or put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments.
Do something.
Saw some interesting comments from the Larry Sharp show. You said the comments were disabled, but I saw people commenting.
Well, when I put the comment up, I didn't see the comment later,
Okay.
and then I think maybe either you triggered something or maybe something else happened.
Well, I just looked on it and said, "Oh, it's not," and then
Okay.
so it wasn't. It wasn't. I didn't lock it. I didn't know,
Okay.
but
All right.
yeah, it was one of those things. It was like, but yeah, I had fun. I had a lot of
Oh, it
fun.
was a lot
with
of
that.
fun, yeah.
I had a lot of fun with that. I mean, our first in the field
Yeah.
kind of show, which we were kind of winging it. We still have an entire 30 minutes before that, which we filmed at the.
I
counter.
was going to ask you,
I
what are
have
you
it.
going to do with that?
Oh, we'll release it. We'll do it.
Make it an archive.
Well, it'll be a 56.5 or
Okay.
56 and a half. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's only 30-something minutes. And
Right.
We were just shooting the breeze.
Shoot the breeze, and
Yeah.
I was on my third cup of coffee.
When
you
I
showed up?
did about 3. Yeah, I did 2. I had pie. I had all that other stuff.
I
And
was
then
on my third cup of coffee when you showed up. Thank God I stopped drinking coffee because I might have.
a little edgy.
Yeah, I might have been a little edgy.
Yeah. Very interesting, brother. We wish Larry Sharp a lot of success. I mean, he's kind of like a one-armed bandit. I mean, he seems like he's doing everything himself, you know.
Yeah, he's tooting the horn. But his what's that gentleman's name? Who's running for president? Who was on the Libertarian ticket? Yang?
Yes. Yes.
Can't remember his first name.
Uh,
I want to say Martin.
yeah, it's
But
a
that
it's
sounds-
a simple name, Martin Yang.
But
Anyway, what about him?
well, he's a libertarian running for president, and he's a big proponent of universal basic income.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I did hear this, and he was actually on the Breakfast Club, I believe. And he was,
Yes, he was.
Yeah, he was on the Breakfast Club, and he talked about this. Everyone gets $1,000 a month, so you get $12,000 a year just for filling out an application, and you're above 18. Are you okay? You with that?
I don't know.
Well, it just where's the money come from?
I don't know,
He says
because-
we have plenty of money to do this,
And I don't
and
think
I don't know where he gets that.
I don't think that's very libertarian.
Huh.
Because in order to implement that, you need a very strong tax base.
Right.
So in other words, I can't stop working
right.
because we got this universal basic income thing and we're
Correct.
giving away everybody does. So not only do I not stop working, my taxes might go up.
Yes.
That seems very anti-libertarian
Right.
because you're taking away you're taxing me and pretty much not giving me a choice
Right.
as to whether I want to contribute to this or not. Want my taxes to contribute to this or not.
Well,
I don't know the details of
Me neither.
of
How
how
it
he's
systemically-
going to be implemented,
right, right.
but it relies on a sound tax structure, which means you need people making money.
yes.
And so, how do we determine then if the goal then is to make sure that everybody has something so that other people can take advantage of opportunities? Well, then, what is then my incentive for producing?
Well, my comment to that only is that you should get the $1,000 too. You shouldn't be exempt from it. The payee, not the payor. You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
should get that
Everybody
$1,000.
should get it, including yourself. You
Right.
should get your own money back. I mean that's
Right.
and that has nothing to do with income tax and earned credit or whatever else. So at least you should be. So if you have a $50,000 job, you get an extra $12,000.
So now,
Not bad. You know what I'm
So
saying?
now, what we've done is we've actually benefited you if you're rich. Listen to this.
Okay.
So let's say you and you make $1 million a year. I make $50,000 a year.
Okay.
We each get $1,000 a month universal basic income.
Correct.
Okay, you make $1 million.
Yeah.
You have a pretty decent. You have a good living. You're able to support your family very well.
Yep.
What are you going to do with that $1,000 a month?
I'm gonna just throw it in the fucking back of the.
You're either going to
back
throw
of
it
the
away
truck.
or you're going to shove it
Yeah.
in a pile with something
just
else.
goes with the rest of it.
savings or
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, anytime you
know.
get a bonus check, you just throw it. You add it to your gross income, and you go, oh, we can.
What's a person that makes $50,000 going to do with it?
He's going to
You
use it to pay
probably
bills.
have to use it to pay his bills,
Right.
And
Right.
and to keep them afloat.
Yeah.
So now, at the end of the day, you have become $12,000 richer at the end of every year because you don't need $12,000 to survive.
Right. Okay.
You can invest in it. You can invest. You can give it away. You can be charitable.
Yeah.
Or whatever. At $50,000, I need that's extra so that I can I can pay my mortgage. I can maybe I want to send my kids to a better school
Right.
or something like
Right.
that. So I'm no longer $12,000 richer, but you are, and so that gap we have of income
I don't agree with
widens a little bit. No.
I don't agree with that. More is more. If you had $50,000 job, that's yours anyway. And all depends on how much more your taxes go up.
Right.
If you don't feel it, just like any other tax, like imagine all these other taxes that they keep adding, and it does go up incrementally. You do have a 3% increase almost every year, which without you even feeling it, you still put your kid in the same school, daycare, you still do the same things, but yet your increase constantly. I mean, this happens every year. Oh, this went up, earned income credit, this and that, whatever, tax code. So if it wasn't where you felt it like that, like it was like a susu where you paid, oh, this is the week I got to give the 100. Not that, but if it was incremental enough where you didn't see it coming, and let's just say you got it at the end of the year, or you elected to say, oh, I want mine at the end of the year with my income taxes, or maybe you had a choice,
Okay.
But that's a bonus. I mean, that's no different than a smarter guy going and filling out his taxes and getting back 10 grand. Or, the guys at the job all do that. They were, yo, I got the ill tax guy. He get me bad money back, me. Meanwhile, you fucked up.
Yeah.
You just.
Well, it's your money. So
It's your money, right? You just
people don't
filed
realize that.
wrong to begin with.
That's a lot. Trust me, a lot of people don't realize that. Say,
I
I get my
know.
income. No, it's yours.
Yours. It's
I don't
yours.
want to. That's why I don't like getting money back at the end of the year, because that means, you know what? I gave the government a tax-free loan.
Yeah.
Now, if that was flipped, I'd get a note with, and you owe interest on stuff.
Just joking.
So it begs the question,
Yeah.
well, how much? What is the interest you have on the money that you're supposed to give me back?
Huh. Well, yeah, that's agreeable. I mean, then take zero deduction.
Right.
Take no deductions.
Don't take no deductions.
And then let them tell you
Or
you owe
settle,
them.
or settle up at the end of you settle. I mean, hopefully you understand that's what you're doing,
Yeah.
and then by the 15th, when the 15th rolls around, you got to settle up.
See, I think if you're that savvy enough to know the difference between that, it's not talking about you.
Yeah.
None of this applies to you.
Okay, that makes sense.
The person that can do that, what you just said, what I said, is not the issue. The people that just can't pay a bill. Like if you have a payday loan, this payday business is crazy.
Oh.
This will destroy you faster than from Wednesday to Friday. Like you need a 2-day gap.
That's when I realized that when I took out my first payday loan.
Oh man!
It's at that point that I realized, hey, wait a minute, I'm gonna be doing this shit for the rest of my life.
I don't know how you can get out of that. I don't know how you can get out of that. It's like the friend that borrows money. Yo, I need money to pay a bill. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Get your phone. Throw your phone away.
Oh, right. Don't use your phone.
Park your car, hand in your plates,
Right.
and take the bus.
Take the bus.
Do whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need it, and it's my fault
Yeah.
that you need help with your car.
Things like payday loans.
Oh man,
And listen, how much money do we throw away at the lottery?
huge.
How much money we throw away at the lottery?
Huge.
I mean, we like to think, everybody likes to think they got a shot. But why are we I mean, if all that money does go to education,
It doesn't.
it doesn't, number one.
Doesn't.
But number two, if you are poor, why are you buying lottery tickets to subsidize somebody's middle class kid going to fucking school?
Yeah, this is true.
You know?
That guy, the public, what do you call him? The controller. He was a New York City controller, Chinese guy.
Okay.
He came when he ran for mayor. I think he ran for mayor.
Okay.
He let the cat out of the bag about that lotto.
About
shit.
lottery.
And that motherfucker got right off the ballot. They was like, get his ass
Yeah.
out of here. Just gave away one of the cardinal secrets of New York
Yeah.
Exchange.
No.
Here's what he said about, and I may be wrong, get me right. I may be wrong in the sequencing of it, whatever. So what he said was that the lotto, the money received from lotto, unpaid, like when no one wins or whatever else,
Right.
and the obviously the people who run the thing must get paid first,
Right.
Right. Every kiosk, every guy that runs and installs all
Right.
this, they have costs.
Right.
You know, they have a big building right there by Westbury. You know, you seen that one? They
Yeah.
got one everywhere.
Yeah.
And go all the way upstate. Go
Headquarters.
right? So they have a huge fucking salary. The head of lottery makes like 300 grand. You know, what I mean, this is no. You know, I'm the head of lotto.
That's right.
Yeah, I get to pull a fucking button. You know. But I'm just saying they have cost, and then he said that the portion that goes to the school system is a subsidized amount, meaning in other words, it's 10 million, 20 million, whatever, 50 million, 100 million sometimes. They then go, okay, this is money that we don't have to borrow from the Fed.
Right.
So the money was coming.
So it's not extra money.
It's not extra money. It's not extra money.
Right.
So if the budget was only 300 million for this year, quarterly, when they pull the money, they fill that and they go, okay, Fed, we don't need this money.
We don't need 300 million.
Right.
Right.
You're off the hook this month. We took it from the lotto money, and so the amount going to the school never changes.
Okay.
They get 300 million to run the
regardless.
system,
Right.
regardless.
Right.
It doesn't matter who paid it. Now, in the grand scheme of the GDP and the world finances, yes, it's less of a burden on the American people.
Right.
You would think. But I think at that far down the rabbit hole, no one can see
one
that.
can see
no
that.
one
Right,
can see
right.
that. You don't feel that. You don't see that. Some guy upstate is going pizza party every Friday. You know,
It bothers me to see
it does.
working class people spend so much money, and you see them standing in front of the damn convenience store, just
Yeah.
scratching.
Well, you're scratching for hope, man.
It's, if you just kept that money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Let's say you just didn't even do anything with it. Let's say you kept like whatever you spent on lotto tickets in the week.
Yeah.
If you just kept that money in your pocket, you'd be better off.
Yeah, I mean, listen, anytime, there's a lot of economists who will tell you saving is for suckers, right? You ever see that? There's a book called Savings for Suckers.
Really?
Like, yeah. Saying savings, you if you don't make enough and you're saving penny jars or whatever else, it's okay, but, that's all you're going to have. I mean, what you save. Investing is obviously...
Oh, investing. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Saving and putting under your mattress.
Right.
Unless you have a cash flow that is, secular, something
Right.
coming in and you're just tucking that away and, like you do like guys say, I'm going to do that overtime. If you're not taking that overtime money and putting it in a overtime account, like you
Right.
just, so you can see it.
Right.
If you just pay regular shit and go, yeah, I can have another drink this weekend. I can go to the club tonight.
Yeah,
I can
and you're
because I
wasting it,
worked
right.
overtime.
Or paying down debt.
Yeah,
That's
paying
another
down
thing.
debt
Paying down debt.
goes nowhere. Yeah. So, yeah, I'd be interested to see how this plays out with this gentleman. What did you say his name? Well, you didn't remember
His name. I can't remember his first name. His last name was Yang.
Yeah, he was pretty. I don't know, man. I mean, does that mean no more welfare? Right? No more.
Well, that would be my question. Is
Right.
that universal basic income sounds okay if we're not a welfare state?
Right.
So, in other words, you're an adult. You're going to get your whatever it is, $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month, whatever. But there is no welfare. There is no free clinic. There is no,
Right.
When you need something, you got to come out of pocket for it.
Right. But he
Because
did
we
say,
know you got $1,000.
But he did say that was a combination of that universal income, universal health care, like this whole thing, the whole package. So I would love to see how that plays out. I'm sure somebody on the finance board is going to tell you it can't happen, man.
Not that it
Not
can't.
enough people paying enough.
Well, yeah, right, because you have to have enough people paying
Yeah.
into it. And I honestly don't trust the government to run shit properly.
Right.
I just don't.
No, I agree. I'm 100% with you.
It's like anytime like the government does something, like,
You
All
can't
right.
get stamps right. Like y'all still got the.
we still fucking around with stamps.
I'm kid you not. Yo, I went to the post office. Bought. I have two issues with the post office right here in town. One, I paid a PO box that was at that post office So I'm explaining to her. I said, "Ma'am, you can just take this and put it in the box."
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Well, you have to pay the postage for it." Okay, I agree, and I agree. You have to pay the service for her to take it in hand. 67 cents. It was 75 cents,
All right.
whatever it was. All right, fine. But I said, "Can I have one stamp or whatever?" I pay for it. She says, "One. That's not enough." I said, "Well, why? You're fucking here."
Not enough.
Well, I asked for. She said, "Well, you only asked for one stamp, and then it really takes
Oh.
two, like the amount of them to
Put it in that fucking thing.
And they fucked it up. Never put it in. They left it on the dresser, the table. Yo, this is an ongoing case. I have a file. And even my friends that work at the post office, I'm like, "Can you help me?" So I went as far as to go. They put the envelope on. It was a cashier's check, by the way, $2,000. Person never got the money. I'm like, I put it. Now, how do I prove that? I only got a receipt that shows
Right.
I paid for the postage, 67 cents on my credit card. Okay, I didn't have that because I paid cash. Give him $1, whatever. So now I'm like, hey, I'm out this money, and it's a cashier's check. So it came out of my account. It's sitting in a live check, and they have this messy as fuck. You ever see there's workstations?
Well,
You don't go to the post office.
No, but I can only imagine what it.
It's fucking horrible. And I'm like, how do you find this shit? And they be like, oh yeah, here's your letter. I'm like, where'd you find that? How do you know it's just there? They have a controllable mess. So I went back to the post office like, nothing, you guys, you could put a tracer on it. Now it's all about not what you know, it's what you can prove.
Right.
I go through all this, go online, place this, place that. I get all these emails about, my customer complaint number 1,366. And I go to the store. Say, if you have any pictures to show or whatever else. I took a picture of the counter. And there's a gap between the counter and the wall. There's 1,000 fucking letters on the floor. Like, and I'm like, maybe not mine, but someone's
shit is in there.
shit is in between the cabinet and the wall. And the guy's looking at me like, it doesn't work like that, son. You can't tax me to do this. I don't do this part of the work. I process this. I'm saying, if you just I said, just be human for a second. Look in the crack and crevice and notice that there's a shitload of envelopes in there. They could be nothing. They could be papers.
Right.
They could be everything.
Right.
And the guy just, sir, I get it. I know what you're talking. And unfortunately, that's what he was doing. But it's painstaking, what I'm
Yeah.
saying, to look at this and go, you mean to tell me there's no protocol to look between the couch and
Because
find
it's government
points?
shit.
Right. There's a government
There's a government
reaction to
He's
it.
getting his check regardless. If that was UPS or a private business, what? He said what?
Right.
You're fired.
Right. It's like, hey, man, customer said, and I had pictures. I took photographs of this. Now, mind you, when you look back at the photo, what am I looking at?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. It looks like a
Looks
dark picture with folders. Looks like your house. I don't know, man. You can't, like you said, I don't trust them to get
No,
anything
I don't
fucking right.
trust them to get anything right. We're going through this process now where it looks like our all of our MTA fares are going to go up and
Yeah.
and all that shit. And you just beg the question, like, for what? Like it's going up for what? Like it's getting. It seems like it's getting worse.
Yeah, privatization of it is really, I think that listen, oh my gosh, you gotta go to Hudson Yards. The new Hudson Yards opening. They
Okay.
just opened the new mall, the new,
Okay.
on the west side. 34th Street all the way down,
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. This is the newest thing to hit New York. I swear, it felt like I was in another state.
Yeah.
It felt like I was like in some palace somewhere, some crazy shit. The guys that really did it, the related group who developed this thing,
Right.
did the phenomenal job.
Now, is that private or is that part of the MTA? Is that part is private?
Private. Related group is an equity holding firm. I interviewed with these guys, and my friends worked there, and I was going to work for these guys. They were paying me a shitload of money, and I just could not do the corporate thing with these guys. I just literally was like, I can't work here. You guys are arguing over Brooks Brothers shirts and power lunches, and your cubicles look like shit, like you're all disorganized and running. And I get it. That place is amazing. It has over 200 and some odd new stores and restaurants and bars and clubs and all these inches. So you talk about Amazon bringing jobs. These motherfuckers brought like 1,000 jobs, automatically. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I mean, probably more. I
Right.
mean, I don't know the numbers. Probably a huge amount. A lot of high end shit too. And for tourists, it is fantastic. They have this fucking staircase to nowhere. It's like this egg or nest egg or whatever that's a copper staircase, just takes you around, but you just like 30
just go around
30
and just-
stories highs of staircases.
Just go to heaven.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, then take it and go back down. It's a fucking selfie haven. I mean, it's amazing. It truly is. You will enjoy it if it's a nice day. It's a great walk.
So if you were wealthy enough
Yeah.
and you could make a proposal to the city, say, hey, look, these 2-3 stations are mine.
Yeah.
I want them.
Yeah.
I'm going to redo them. I'm going to revamp them. I'm going to improve them.
Yeah.
You just pay for labor or whatever, and I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of
You need the right to build on them. You need the
You have
right
the
to
right to
develop.
build on 'em, right to
a
develop
developer. A developer's job is to develop at someone else's expense.
right.
I don't pay for it. I fund it. I raise the money. Because I'm savvy enough to know what it takes to build. Then the designer and the architects and all say, hey, we want to put this pavilion. Someone has to operate this. Some company has to.
I'm about to say, 'cause so is operation under the same group that's developing, or is operation just as private as?
Yeah, so like
Okay.
Simon Outlets, the guys that
Right.
build the malls and they build all these huge, outlets and stuff like that. They're in operation. They're the ones they have the security. They have
Right.
the whole. You work for the land developer,
Okay.
and their operation is part of what makes the place successful. Energy management,
Right.
groundskeeping,
Right.
landscaping. I mean, this place is beautiful.
And
A little pricey,
Pricey.
Yeah.
But people are accountable.
People are accountable.
Ultimately, what
right.
is its accountability?
And the only thing that government got was, now mind you, they got like Amazon, they got a shitload of tax credits. They went and took a dilapidated train yard that ate up Manhattan real estate and said, "Hey, we can build here." And they were like, "You sure? You're not gonna fuck up our train system and
The
mess
train
up
system's
these?"
already fucked up. So
Yeah,
what
you don't need
difference
no
does it
help
make?
with that. So they did a phenomenal job with these Hudson Yards. I mean, and it's still building. They got bowling alleys, movie theaters, shit ton of bars, shit ton of
I would love
restaurants.
that. You know what? I would love that to happen around our ballparks. Around our ballparks, Yankee Stadium, City Field,
Yeah.
even around Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden can be a little bit better. I think I don't know where
this
Dolan.
is
I don't know where
walkable.
Dolan,
This
I don't-
is walkable from Madison Square Garden. I mean, Hudson Yards.
the Hudson Yards is like
starts
right
at
across.
34th and 9th, 10th. It starts.
Right,
It
so
starts
it
picking
can be a
up.
part of it. But then, but have those groups with the big money develop those areas, so which those areas are not falling apart.
Right.
Because unfortunately those areas are falling apart. As much charm as I love, like around River Avenue, around Yankee Stadium, it'd be nice if there was some places around there where you could go grab something to eat, where
Yeah.
you could go, and bring, and if you're bringing your kids to a game, then you can take your kids to
Yep.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, not the super, elite places and the super pricey places.
Right, not the
and
super pricey places like NYY Steak, which is no
Yeah.
average person is going to be able to
Yeah,
afford.
and
But
there's
then
Nick and Steph's.
there's no dive bar like Stan's. You got to
Right.
have something in the middle, like an Applebee's like thing.
Yeah.
I think Applebee's sucks, but but something like along that vein.
Yeah, I mean, some
You know,
family friendly,
a family-friendly place where you-
franchise,
right.
And quite a fit. I mean, what you need is, walkable pavilions.
Right, walkable.
You
Right,
need walkable pavilions where people can walk. Like there's this whole. I'll show you the plans. I have the plans for Harlem, a stadium, a soccer stadium or something. They want to put
Okay.
up there, and on the west side, it looks beautiful. It looks amazing, and it's supposed to have music concerts and
Okay.
all this other stuff. This place, if you see, I'll show you the video of the opening they had just Thursday. It was amazing. I was gonna go, but I was still in Atlanta, and then as soon as I came back, I went right to the Big East game.
right.
But this is gonna be something that people are gonna marvel at and go, "This is I got to get there at least
The
for the
soccer
summer."
stadium?
No, this Hudson Yard, location.
Okay.
I mean, is gonna be there's a shit ton of high rise buildings. I mean, there's apartments, there's condos in between apartments, there's hotels in buildings. Like each building has like a mini city going on
Right.
inside of it. I mean, they really took Gotham, and made
Now, is it affordable?
no.
It's not affordable.
I mean, this ain't for regular people.
So
you know
your
what I'm
average,
saying?
okay.
But there is a percentage that the city does tell you that you do have to have some low income or affordable housing in there. So you could get a studio for $2,800. I don't know if that's
All right.
affordable to some
Okay.
people, but that's lower than
Are the things there to enjoy affordable?
no.
Okay.
But you can get around. I mean, it's no different than being. I guess it's kind of theme parky ish. You know
Okay.
what I mean? So you're kind of like, well, it's like Times Square. I mean,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
Times Square prices.
Okay.
If you walk to Times Square, you know where to go. Oh, there's a little bar here.
There's a little bar here,
That's
right.
the only one thing is there's nothing old there.
Okay.
Everything is new.
Everything is new.
Everything is completely new. So there's no old. Hey,
There's no guy that
There's no
didn't-
Rudy's.
Guy that didn't sell.
Right.
Right.
Right. That's the
Guy
one
that
thing I
didn't
will
sell.
say.
So, no, I'm gonna keep my bar here. I'm gonna keep my $4 beers.
Correct. Yeah. So when I'm back on the wagon again, maybe we'll go by around there. And just,
That's okay.
It's a nice. I'm telling you, people will enjoy this place in the summertime. It's nice. It's walkable. It's just something to look at, and nowadays the selfie value is kind of like where again we talk about the social court, where people get their immediate factor. Like corporations are now going like, "Hey man, we got 10,000 likes for this the day we opened. This
Yeah.
is amazing."
Yeah.
Because it shows foot traffic. It shows that people came, took a picture. Man, there's the girl, there's the lady, there's
Right.
everything. She hashtagged
Where was this?
it. Right.
Oh, this is at
This is at Hudson Yards. Hashtag Hudson Yards.
hashtag.
Hashtag Hudson Yards. Get yourself a free.
It's about your
free,
hashtags.
yeah, man. Shit. Hashtag Two Bros
Hashtag
Con.
Hudson Yards. Hashtag Two Bros Podcast.
You may get a free hat and t-shirt.
Hashtag join the convo.
Exactly. But yeah,
Hash to
man.
the tag.
So when we talk about politics, I think everyone's just tired. Like the spring fever that's coming now. You seen it the other day when?
No. What do you mean?
I'm just saying the weather just got
Oh, the
great.
weather, yes.
Everyone just said, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Walked outside and was like, and then it just changed that night. It was like 5 o'clock.
Yeah, but it's kind of like this, what's the word I'm looking for? Like this anticipation
Yeah.
of like what's gonna happen.
Right.
Hey, you can start putting the coat away. You can start putting the coat away. You got your shit ready for summer. You got your shit ready. You
exciting.
need some t-shirts.
Yeah.
Hey, you could do some sit-ups. You could do.
Well, that's why I'm on my diet. I'm getting ready. I'm getting my summer body ready. I'm like, you know what?
That's right.
I don't want to have a little jiggly puff when I put my t-shirts on.
Dude, I can do everything. I just got these fucking man boobs, man. They don't go away.
I think it's hereditary.
I guess they don't go away.
I think it's hereditary. You and I both have them. I can't get rid of them. They nothing I can do. No, you can do 1,000 push-ups. Keep. Jelly don't turn.
Still got them.
Strong.
Still got that jiggle. That's okay.
Yeah, you get a little jiggle. So you
Still
start
got
to
that
just
jiggle.
embrace it a little
Do
bit.
the Two Bros jiggle.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fucking t-shirt. Do the Two Bros jiggle.
Shimmy, shimmy, yo. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
You can squeeze it. It costs you $1.
Oh, but yeah, that's in the fucking Neverland thing. It's in the Neverland. He tells him, "Oh, if you touch my nipples, you."
Oh! Michael Jackson had nipples?
Right. That's what I said. I mean, don't get me wrong. This thing is kind of like it gets really like
It sounds like it gets weird because that's
It's
the
like-
shit I was listening to when I walked in.
yeah.
It was like
This guy was
Yeah,
like,
it sounds
"Oh, he made me
disturbing.
pose just so he can." He told him to make his anus open and close. Like,
oh!
I want to see it. I want to see how it looks. It's so beautiful. Is it? That's what the kid says. I don't know.
And once again, I think I said this last week. The guy, the dude's not here to defend himself,
Right.
So you have to take that at his
Face value?
face value,
Or anus or ass value.
or ass value,
Yeah.
and stuff. But
Shock and awe.
I want to see the
More.
anus pulse.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so beautiful. With all that aside, when I think of Michael Jackson,
Yep.
besides the music,
Yeah.
I think of this dude who I am pretty sure really did not have any friends.
100%. Yeah.
Had because when you look at the trial that he went through,
Yeah.
remember that time when he showed up to his trial in pajamas,
Pajamas. Yeah.
late
Yeah.
in pajamas.
Yeah.
Now, flip that. Like,
Right.
let's say you got to call. Name one of your best friends,
Ali.
Ali.
Yeah.
Ali's got to go to court.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna take him to court. So you show up at Ali's house.
Right.
Okay, yeah, you ready? Yeah, and he comes out in pajamas.
Yeah.
So I'm ready. What are you saying?
You going like that?
Yeah, exactly. So, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with you?
And he says, yes. I don't give a shit.
He said, no,
But
no, you're putting on the suit. You're putting on the suit, and then when we get late to court, because now we're gonna be late,
right.
you're gonna say, I apologize for showing up late. I wasn't feeling well, and it took me a while to get my suit on, and blah 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 blah. I apologize. Nobody has no friends.
Yeah,
when you
right.
take your fucking baby and
No
you
wings.
hang it out a goddamn window,
Yeah. This is what you guys want? This is
right? It's just like who I'm sure.
Well,
I'm sure somebody didn't. I'm sure somebody didn't come when he came back in the room. Somebody said, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Now, is this a baby with Elvis Presley's daughter?
I don't know.
I'm so
don't know.
out of it. Like,
The
I
baby
don't-
that had the mask on. That they put a mask on the baby.
What's
they
her name?
Put
Pillow or something like that?
I don't
No,
know.
it's got a weird name.
I don't know.
Paris.
Paris is one of them. I think Paris is the more famous one.
And the other kid is named Pillow or something.
I hope not. I hope not.
Oh man,
I hope
Michael. You can love the person. You can't. You can love the music. You don't have to love the person.
Yeah. You have to be able to separate the two.
Yeah,
You
we have
gotta
to get
be
away
able
from
to
this.
Because listen, if I hear Thriller, I'm still gonna listen to
You
it.
still gonna do the little thing
He
in the
made
mirror?
Thriller.
You still gonna do the
Thriller. He made Thriller.
I'm saying, I still don't know what Shimon is.
Yeah.
Shimon.
Shimon.
Still don't know what that is. Wikipedia hasn't picked that one up yet.
What is Shimon?
What the fuck is a Shimon?
Yeah, he died too soon. If he'd have grown up, he'd have told us.
Imagine Alex Trebek. Name the what is Shimon?
What is Shimon? That's right.
No. By the way, he's going through some prostate cancer, no?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And now he came back.
Oh, he's in remission?
I saw him. They said Alex Trebek first time back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, after his battle with
Okay.
what I hear from prostate is that, and you don't come back from this thing.
Prostate.
Oh no, I'm sorry, not prostate. What's the other one? Colon.
Colon cancer. Okay.
Yeah, when you find out you have colon cancer, it's like 2 weeks. Like,
Get your colon checked, man.
it's
You
not
got to
fun.
get your colon checked. It's not fun. And I remember I told my doctor, I said, hey, I've never had a colon exam.
Uh-huh.
So I think I'm going to have to get a colon exam. And the dude, he said, well, we can get up in you right now. I said, oh, okay, I guess.
Keith
You know,
Murray says, up
started-
in ya.
Started putting the gloves on. I said, okay, I guess we're doing this. I get a bottle of wine or something. Or just
Damn. You gonna lube up?
That's right.
Oh, I brought a tube of lube.
That's why I bought some music. Put some music on. Get some Luther Vandross on or whatever.
Damn.
Oh man, and we're laughing about it, but that's some serious shit.
Yeah.
Men, once you hit that age of 40,
Yeah.
please get your swallow the pill and
Yeah.
and get your colon exam. Hopefully you have a trusted medical physician.
Right.
Hopefully you've been with that person for some time, and so
And now
it's quick, it's harmless.
Yeah, now
you know.
it's very, you got to go earlier than they say in the books. Those books have been published, the years and the age, like 45, 50,
Yeah.
and it's now earlier. We've done serious damage with the foods.
You should, it should be earlier. I didn't have my first one until last year at 49. So
Yeah, I'm scheduled this summer.
Yeah?
For mine, yeah.
good for you.
Yeah. Actually, on my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, in June. So.
You should go in a suit and bring flowers. Just
I don't mess up this fucking suit. I got my J. Wright suit on. Don't get me left, get me right.
Jay Wright's line of Italiano, Philly,
Pakistani suits.
package, whatever stuff he got.
Yeah, so what else we got going on? You do anything interesting this week?
Interesting this week.
You in the office?
No, I'm gonna be off in the office this week. I
Okay.
made myself for lunches for the week. I made myself a batch of collard greens.
Collard greens.
Yeah.
Different ways.
No, just made a big batch of. It's gonna be chicken and collard greens
Now,
for
how do
lunch
you?
all week.
But how do you do yours? You stew them like you
I
or do you make them like salads?
I've saved bacon fat
Ah.
every time I make some bacon. Save
Nice.
some bacon fat. So
Stir
bacon
it.
fat. Stir the collard greens
Huh.
in there. Broth, onions, red pepper, little Cajun seasoning,
Nice.
garlic. Let it stew for about 45 minutes or so.
Mm.
Comes out a little nice. Some vinegar.
I must say that not drinking for 40 days. I mean, I am saving a shitload of money.
Yeah,
I went to Atlanta, did not spend a dime.
nice,
I went 4 days without spending any money,
nice.
not a dime. And I'm sitting there going, I have no reason to pull out my wallet. None.
Yeah.
None. To, from, went to the event every day, dinner, lunch, and you know, I'm explaining to the guys like, look, don't make a big deal about it. I'm not a vegetarian, I'm not a vegan. I'm just not eating
Just
meat
not right.
for this period. I'm fasting from the
Right.
meat. You know, just but don't make a big deal out of it. Oh, you should have told us. We would have had them cook a vegetarian meal. Blah, 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 blah. I said that's the purpose of me telling you not to make a big deal out of it.
I'll pick.
But I did have a stir and vegetable stir fry, which was pretty good.
Yeah.
But it had like this soy sauce teriyaki kind of thing that was good at first, and then it was like too much at the bottom. It was like, oh god,
Pooled up at the bottom.
it was just like sugar. It had I knew it was like corn syrup in it or something. I was like, this is not good. It's like you give up that to get this. It's
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Fucking corn syrup.
I'd rather have a chicken wing.
Right.
If you're gonna be like that.
Right, right. But I am eating fish and seafood for whatever reason.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Gotta keep the protein in.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Eggs I eat.
Lots of eggs?
Yeah, I eat eggs. I do a boiled egg almost every morning. And oddly enough, my cholesterol is not bad.
Your cholesterol will not be bad if you eat
Yeah.
it. That's a huge misconception.
Yes.
A huge misconception that people
Yeah.
have that eggs
Yeah.
give you high cholesterol. No, it
Right.
actually will reduce your cholesterol.
Yeah. Well, when I lost all that weight last time, I was on 2 boiled eggs and a banana.
Mm-hmm.
And a smoothie, kale and beets, and I got some beets upstairs. The peeled, ready to eat organic beets.
Nice.
Amazing. I buy those by the bag. They come like 8 in a bag. I'll drop one in the blender. Some kale or spinach, almond milk. It's good, good
Yeah.
stuff. And a cayenne pepper I do put in there. Keeps the metabolism
Peppers will
rolling.
keep metabolism.
Yeah, it gets you going.
Anti-inflammatory.
But I've been very not weak but tired.
Yeah?
I'm noticing myself being very like after work, just like oh shit, like
Well, that's
you know.
the lack of protein.
yeah, for sure. But little fatty yogurt. I'm having plain yogurt in the morning with some granola and stuff like that. So you get to build up and change. I don't know. So it seems to be fine. Trying to get my digestive system in order. I've done some damage over the
Yes, we
barbecue
have.
season.
Yes, we have.
And it's almost back. Barbecue season's almost back.
Right
Can't wait.
There. Can't wait for you when you break this fast. Then you can't now. See, you're gonna ruin it if you break the fast by drinking a whole bottle of Hennessy.
Oh, no,
and
no,
just you can't.
No.
You gotta because if you can do this for 40 days,
Yeah.
that means you can do it for the week.
Yeah.
Correct.
And listen, it's not for any of the religious purposes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not to, it's just for my own discipline to kind of just say, hey, you know what? Can I do this? Can I, am I?
You've done it before.
I've done it before,
Yeah.
and I just constantly remind myself to do it again so that I know that I can still
Absolutely.
handle it. The good news is, and not that I'm imposing my will on any of my friends, but all my friends have done it.
That's
So they-
good.
Yeah,
So
so
when you
they're
do it
all
as a
like,
group, right.
right? So they're like, "Oh, me neither. I'm not drinking either. I'm not having it." Some of them are like, "Well, I just give up beer. Fuck you
That's
guys." I said, "It's something."
But that's good, though.
Something.
That's good, yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
We drink at the shop. We drink 96 beers in 3 days.
The dollar figure is amazing.
oh,
Because I remember my wife's going over our finances. My wife looks at our finance. She just does a better job of it than I do. And then she yelled at me. She said, last year you spent $9,000 at the bar, at various bars. $9,000
In a month or a year?
A year.
A year. Wow.
And I said, "Holy shit!
$9,000
$9,000.
divided
Could
by
I use
52?
$9,000? Yes, I could use $9,000.
Sure. Hell yeah. Shit
You know.
yeah. Shit yeah.
And that was the impetus for me. So every time I decide, like, if I want to, like, maybe go to the bar for lunch or maybe go grab a drink after work, I said, "Nah, I don't need to spend." So what I used to do, like 3-4 times a week, is now probably like 3-4 times a month.
Yeah,
you know.
that's where if I'm not doing it for work, it's like, who cares?
Right, exactly.
I'm not doing it. I used to do it, and I'm like, damn, man, nothing. I got no meetings. I'm gonna go to the bar, and I like the bar by my, my
Yeah.
office. It's like a couple of guys hang out, we talk shit, and now I'm not drinking. They're like, you suck. You're fucking horrible to talk to.
Oh my God, you're all
Yeah.
lucid and shit.
Well, even like this morning, I tried to cook breakfast. I
Mm-hmm.
made some zucchini pancakes and, cooked bacon and stuff.
Right.
I fucked it up.
Because you weren't drinking.
My timing is off. Like, usually I recover from the morning, and you know why? I eat as I go
You eat
along.
as you go.
So I'm not eating the stuff. I'm not tasting it. And it's like, they're like, Dad, this is horrible.
This
Like,
is horrible.
this is not you. We want the drunk guy back. And I'm like,
It's my excuse.
I get to drink again.
Ah.
No, but I'm gonna
It's in
hang
the
it out
freezer.
all the way till Easter Sunday is when
Easter Sunday?
Yep, Easter
All
Sunday.
right.
No, Good Friday.
Which is next
2 more.
2 more weeks.
2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. Good Friday will be a nice one. Not a gallon of Hennessy.
Now, what if Jesus comes back and like he says, "Why y'all doing all this? Let's go get some wings." Why y'all-
I would have wings with Jesus. I would be sure to have, if he asked, I would love to have wings with a man named Jesus.
That's right. What if Jesus asked you to have wings during Lent?
Love it.
What would happen? What would you do?
I'd be like, nah, bro, I'm on Lent.
I'm on Lent, man. I'm sorry,
But I'll watch you.
I'll watch you.
Fuck
eat.
your robe up. That robe is a little old, ain't it? I don't know. Those
Jesus!
guys- yeah.
You know it's Lent. These wings are good. Dog.
Wearing his Birkenstocks, and Air Jesus. You're like, y'all motherfuckers, Jordan, I came out with the first comfort shoes. Birkenstocks.
I don't think they were all that comfortable.
Birkenstocks? Why do they call them lesbian shoes? They call them lesbian sandals. Birkenstocks.
Really?
Yeah, I've always heard that thing.
I guess they're like people like I don't know, hippie-ish and
Hippie-ish.
and whatnot. They're apparently very comfortable. I've never owned a
Yeah, me neither. Oh. I do have Crocs though.
Yeah, I had a pair of
Fucking
Crocs.
amazing.
I had to do it for work, but I used to work
Oh
overnights
man,
and stuff.
when I'm in the shop and I'm going along, Crocs, baby, we're rocking them out. Like, yeah, get them out there.
Crocs.
Good on your feet, good on your knees. Actually, it gives that cushion, that balance.
Yeah,
yeah, man. All right, I think we get out of here.
sounds good to me, man. Bet
Sounds
you need to.
good to me. Got some things to do. Got to hang some mirrors, some honeydew projects. All right, party people. Thanks for hanging out with us. Two Buzz
Appreciate it.
Podcast, episode 57.
Nah.
Thanks for hanging out with us. And remember, be a blessing to someone else.
Or fuck 'em.